Good morning. Murup Saab, Jule.
Good morning, sir.
Ajita ji, Jule.
Julie.
Jule, everyone. Salam alaikum.
Julie.
Julie sir ji.
Walaikum salam, sir.
Wow, Ajita ji in a traditional dress. In
इसमें नाम कैसे चेंज होता है?
Julie kale. Julie Sangmala Julie. Kang Murup Julie.
Julie.
Murup sahab Murup sahab.
Julie sir.
Yes sir. Kajita Julie kale. Julie. 회장님 안녕하세요. Karikjin Julie. Ashraf Ali sahab Julie.
Julie Serle, Kamzangli.
Kamzang Poli.
Kasa Sarle, Kasa.
Tangmo में डाल लेता
Diring ma etron mo tuk sir, paring ngima ma gyala tu gyale.
Oh, ole kasa. Ole ole. Ngajang ngima gyal dele diring.
Acha kasa kasa. Dang na diring gyala yo paling ngima.
Kasa kasa. Ole ole.
Ya kasa. Ya.
जी वीरेन जी. क्यों? हाँ. हाँ. हाँ.
말하지 마. 그런 거 있어. 해제돼 있어 지금. 너는 호스트 아니야 지금? 네, 전 아니죠.
ठीक है. अगर नहीं आया ना बता देना कुछ due to some urgent work he is not able to make. बोल के बस हो गया.
하면 그거 하는 거는 잘 짰어 그러면? 어떤 거요? 네가 호스트 해갖고 하면은
चलो ठीक है. शुरू.
호스트 아니어도 화면을 할 수가 있어? 유렌이 처음에 채팅방 설정을 해서 해달라고 했어.
Julie, Assalamu alaikum.
네.
Good morning. And 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
Welcome to the closing ceremony of Ladakh Eco Guide Training Program 2020. Whenever devil come on the earth to destroy the humanity, the same time holy people also comes and protect us from the loss. And this year, the whole world is affected by the devilish act of COVID-19. And it has stopped the whole world suddenly. And there are many people working behind to step down the effect of pandemic COVID-19. And this platform is the one who force us to move forward with our Ladakh Eco Guide online training program 2020. Again, Jule, Salam, good morning, and Annyeonghaseyo. I am General Secretary of Von Buddhism India, takes opportunity to moderate the closing ceremony of Ladakh Eco Guide 2020. Ladakh Eco Guide Training 2020 is a program dedicated for the empowerment of youth, especially focusing the young and energetic Ladakhi girls and women to promote the ecotourism in Ladakh. The program is organized with the kind help and support of GKL Foundation, Korea. a sub-unit of Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism, Government of Korea, through the Hanuran movement. The first season of training was held in 2018, followed by the second one in 2019, which drew immense response from the youngers of Ladakh, both from Leh and Kargil district. It was concluded with great success. After the great achievement, we decided to continue the same in 2020, but it has to be put on hold due to the pandemic. However, our mission to help the youngers of Ladakh can't be defeated by the pandemic. Hence, keeping in view the present situation, we have hosted this program online and continued to provide the opportunity for budding flowers of Ladakh. This year, 221 participants registered in a beginner course and 119 awarded to intermediate, and 17 participants joined the remedial classes. There was many requests for registration in the program, but due to the seat limitation, we registered only 221 participants. Before moving further, I would like to share that our souvenirs and goodies, us, as medical kit, jackets, certificates are ready in Leh, but due to COVID-19 and civil restrictions, it will take some time to reach all of you. As soon the pandemic will set down, so we'll inform all the participants about the collection of their certificate, medical kit, and jacket. There is an experience sharing competition which declared soon with the first prize, second prize, third prize, and 10 consolation prizes. The topic is related to every participant's heart. And the first topic was how Ladakh ecotourism will develop in future, and second was what would be my contribution towards the ecotourism in Ladakh. Every participant liked this concept. And now I thanks everyone, especially the participants who registered to make this program successful. On the capacity of moderator, now I request the President Hanuran Movement South Korea, Ms. Hong Yin-kyung, to please present the welcome speech, and Ms. Jong, Director General Hanuran Movement, will help Ms. Kyung for the translation. So I welcome the President Hanuran Movement Korea. Welcome.
줄레이, 안녕하세요.
Chile, good morning and good afternoon.
라다크 에코가이드 교육 프로그램 온라인 교육에 훌륭하고 역사적인 폐회식에 하누란 운동을 대표하여 여러분들을 환영합니다.
On behalf of the Hanuran Movement INC, it is my great honor and pleasure to welcome you to this remarkable and historical closing ceremony of Ladakh UT Eco Guide online training program.
오늘 이 자리에 여러 내빈들께서 함께 해주고 계십니다.
I would like to heartily welcome
먼저 푼석 타시 카르길 관광부 부서장님,
first Mr. Punsok Tasi, Executive Counselor of Tourism Kargil,
라다크 관광부서의 삼펠 선생님,
Shri Sampel, Commissioner Secretary of Tourism Department UT of Ladakh,
GKL 사회공헌재단 윤석현 사무국장님,
Mr. Yoon Seok-kyung, Director General of GKL Foundation in Korea,
초대 손님 무릎 남결님,
Shri Murup Namgyal, Guest of Honor,
칼길 여행사협회 회장 아시라프 알리님,
Mr. Ashraf Ali, the President of AKTTA,
자문위원님들,
all Advisory Committee Board members,
그리고 이 교육에 참가하신 모든 선생님, 학생들, 자원봉사자들 것들을 환영합니다.
And all participants and volunteers, I heartily welcome again.
올해로 세 번째 맞는 이 교육은 코로나19의 세계적 유행으로 거의 불가능할 뻔했습니다. 그러나 여러분들의 따뜻한 격려와 열성적인 참여로 우리는 해낼 수 있었습니다. 올해 우리가 해낸 일은 그저 한 해의 교육을 추가한 것이 아닙니다. 올해 우리는 온라인 교육을 새롭게 해냈습니다. 그로 인해 이제 숙박이나 교통수단의 제약 없이 더 많은 학생들이 이 교육의 혜택을 받을 수 있는 길이 열릴 것입니다.
This year, it seemed nearly impossible to take our third year's training program due to the pandemic situation of COVID-19. But with your warm encouragement and passionate participation, we did make it. This year's achievement is not just one more year's training. We did it through online. That means much more students can be the beneficiaries of this program beyond the obstacles like accommodation and transportation.
저는 라다크에서 가장 귀중한 자원은 바로 인적 자원이라고 강조하고 싶습니다. 바로 여러분들입니다. 여러분들은 세계화의 기준을 따라잡기에 라다크에서 접할 수 있는 기회가 부족하다고 느낄 수 있겠지만 진정한 변화를 만드는 것은 정신입니다. 올해의 프로그램을 통해 저는 여러분들의 내면에 있는 가장 고귀한 정신을 발견할 수 있었습니다.
I would like to emphasize that the most precious resource in Ladakh is human resource, and that is you. You may think that you have limited opportunities to follow up the global standards, but it is always the spirit that makes real changes. I see the highest spirit in you during this year's training program. That makes me so happy.
저를 행복하게 해주신 여러분들을 모두에게 진심으로 감사드립니다. 한우란 운동은 앞으로도 지속적으로 이 프로그램을 후원할 것입니다. 내년에 꼭 다시 라다크에서 만날 수 있기를 바랍니다. 그때까지 따뜻하고 건강한 겨울을 지내시고 다음에 만나기를 기원하겠습니다. 감사합니다.
I would like to express my deep gratitude to you all. Hanura movement will support this program continuously, and I hope we could meet Ladakh next year. Thank you again and have a warm and healthy winter in Ladakh. Thank you.
Thank you, President Hanuran Movement Korea, for your welcome speech. And to begin with the program, we'll start with the experience sharing from the participants. The first participant is from Kargil district. He is Mr. Imtiaz Ali. So I'll share his pre-recorded video because due to the internet uncertainty, we made Imtiaz experience in advance. So please allow me to share his video.
Hello everyone, myself Imtiaz Hussain. I am from Kargil, Ladakh. Today on this occasion, I would like to share my experience about this program. This year, luckily, I get opportunity to join this program, and I found this program really knowledgeable, informative, and fruitful for me. And I'm sure it's same for other participants. By this program, we came to know about what is ecotourism and why ecotourism is important for our region, and role of a tourist guide in responsible tourism, and how can a tourist guide can contribute in ecotourism. And during this program, our expert teaches us how to handle and conduct a trekking or an expedition and how to use different equipments of trekking and expedition. Before this program, I do not have such knowledge about our culture, but during this program, I realize and understand that our culture is very beautiful, unique, and very wide. And we all need to conserve our culture and try to flourish it as because our culture is our identity. And during this program, we also learn about the flora and fauna of Ladakh. Ladakh have a very wide and diverse flora and fauna. Ladakh has some very rare and beautiful animals and birds like snow leopards, Himalayan brown bear, Ladakhi ural, black-necked crane, bar-headed goose, the golden eagle, Himalayan vulture, and so many other beautiful and rare animals which are a great assets for our region to promote our region as an ecotourism destination. And also during this program we have learned some important and common medical treatments like acute mountain sickness, nose bleeding, motion sickness, hypothermia, and minor injuries, fractures. And our expert teach us the sign, symbols, the precaution, and the treatment of such medical problems. And our expert also teach us how to give CPR and how to handle a person if he or she suffers from severe attack and other things. And I also during this program we also learn so many other things like art and architecture of Ladakh, history of tourism in Ladakh, and the herbal treatment of Ladakh, which is also known as Sawarikpa, and so many other things. Due to the time restriction, I not able to explain all these, and without taking much of your time, I would like to thank the Won Buddhism of India, the GKL Foundation of Korea, the Hanuran Movement of Korea, and all the other supporting members. And by using this opportunity, I would like to request them to continue this program in coming years so that we get more knowledge about the ecotourism and that bring us close to our goals. At last, I would like to thank Mr. Pinamgal Ajita ji and Mr. Virensa to be always there supporting us, motivating, and to give their time and effort to complete this program successfully. Thank you. Have a nice day. Khamsa Hamnida.
Nice, dear, nice.
I hope all of you liked message from Imtiaz. Imtiaz is situated in Kargil, which is around 200 plus kilometers from Leh and 200 plus kilometers from Srinagar. So whenever you are traveling from Leh to Srinagar or Srinagar to Leh, so you can ring up Imtiaz, you can meet him, and you can have a cup of tea with him. So our next performer of the day, he is a celebrity youth from Ladakh. Many, not many, every youth of Ladakh knows him very well. They follow him on Instagram, Facebook, and he's a celebrity. So I would like to request Lobzang and Sam. Sam, now it is your time.
Julie, hello. Annyeonghaseyo to everyone. First of all, thank you for organizing such such a beautiful like ecotourism program. online. We really got so much benefited from this program. We are very thankful to the organizers, GKL Foundation Korea and One Buddhism India. It's an honor for me to present a song before you all. Hello. I hope everyone can hear me.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you.
Sorry. Okay, I'll start with my song. Jule, jule, jule mo julan jiksala.
I think there is some internet issue. I know this is one of the biggest challenge with this program, because due to the internet and weather condition, sometime there is this problem. And because of this internet problem, we decided to make the pre-recorded videos, so we can conduct our program without any internet problem. And we succeeded in all the classes. I think Lobzang has lost his connection. Lobzang is there. Lobzang, can you see us? Lobzang. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll give Lobzang another time, so he can come in maybe good connection. So let's start with our another experience share, which is by Sonam Yangdol. Sonam Yangdol, can you hear me, Sonam Yangdol?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so Sonam Yangdol is from Leh, and she has completed her education from Delhi University. And Sonam Yangdol was helping during our session for translating few of the chapters. And now she is here for sharing her experience. Sonam Yangdol, please.
Julie, good morning, everyone. My name is Sonam Yangdol. I'm from Chishot village, and I've done my graduation from Delhi University. And today I would also like to share some of my experience with all of us. Since most of these speakers and the authoritative person who came here to give classes, most of them were stressing on the Ladakhi language and traditional culture and local things. Okay, so I would also like to take this opportunity to share my experience in Ladakhi. So this is also a new beginning. So to share what I have learned during my during this course. Tene sangmal jule tene diring nge chi scholarships in juna dang chukpanga ja dulka eco guide training salthale khoryuk lamston pa junjik tangaya tourism guide churches efia ngaya training yang jongdar jiksalazat tene te jongdar bosalche sefia GLK Foundation Korea Hanuran Movement Korea nang Von Buddhism tang LHTC Kargil sangme zungde la tenenga ta ngaja wala I jongdar bo mane transport nangyam po salazat tene I jongdar bina ngaya Ladakh si junu kulla chitsa thok ngaya mangpo jiksheshes la thok kaw ngaya ngala mathur kandik ngaya mane thong ma thong kandik tes ko la ngaya sources la ngaya skap shiksas tene te fia thukjeche tene goma na ngaya khone I ngata daksa I organizations gune I chokspa gune chama sang khone so nga khone joji bo chi du pinjuna ecotourism du pinhala ecotourism yang na khoryu ge staskor halale ngata khoryu ge staskor bokrang guma chi nok juna guma khaw khone so joji wen to chi nok juna tyo ngata sana shika ka ngata local jaga jika ka kaltes ngata tourism rescue na tene khone Oti sana sika kane rikjung kula tonang churches yang khone thakor samala ngata siva churches respect churches takite samar sokpo mi churches yang ka be just ngata teka khat ngan pa kam man sang new lepche se fia yu nga khone sondus poduk halale tene ngata khoryuk taskol bokura ngata chalak sume ka khone mane shet sala zadupin tene tyo nok tangpo ngata rangjin na yot kan ngata ika ngata riot kya lungspo kya chiot kya ngata natural resources jonokpa te changma ka zo ngata skyops te boshzen te ona ngata ka zo shikma shiga te ona khat ngan pa regleb machuga boren yang tenna sana se ngata shilji kya ngata local culture jonokpa te ha goches yang ngata khoryu ga ngata siva churches kangsong changma shugumi phangches sokpo mi churches te gunis kon la khone changme so shuk sala zadupin halale tene is koreans pa bongata chief ya khapchan inok juna is koreans pa vejasti ngata tangpo ngata rai rikjung bongata rashkyo bano ngata rai shizrik bongata rashkyo bano skyops te ngata chi chonok juna janma yang manka ngata yulle manka ne yang gel khabe mi kulla ngata yustanche ngata skap shikbano yang ika ina tourism ngata ina koreans pages te ngata yulla ngata jides pelano yang ngata shuskyo bangs pelano khalale kastes tourism chok ngata koreans pa yona jingnang chi ge bala del jang po chana tene chi jo jingmo tang chi sang mano pa halale tene jide alu shese ngata yu thas mal demo jino yale tene inna koreans pa one just ngata junumang po je lasna thupano tene khora one yongo spell thupano tene ata yang gel khap jingnang chi ge parla delang jang po chesno te chuk man pa yang tourism just is koreans pa one just yang phantok ma mang po ja yale tene I jongdal bongaya salche se fia ngata Ladakh neta khaspa gun noshko da zat ino ngata gyaga nyang khaspa gun ngashko tinga yauna zugo jinda nen tinga ya shada zat ino te kyo man pangati mixa le yang korea nang ne yang aya khaspa boda zat te khong ne ngaya jinda rignen yang aya lobjong gaspa salazat tene ngata ngima re yang aya khaspa so kyong azat tene khone nyantin yang na video gungal la zatte ka just ngata internet problem chat tu se ngata class gun middle ches chana samstete fe ngaya nyantin ngaya videos gungal la zatte ngaya stana zat tene ka bina ngata sperna skujaps pawan dr pawan skundune ngaya yulkor tocham yang tourism scholarship yang teves nang por delka ne yang chi joji jilgot te scholarship salazat tene daksai ka ngata yo teno skujat padmashri abangrup namgel le khongeng aguna Ladakh se gel drops tene Ladakh se ses lu junglu yang rolmo yang atang Ladakh spazir kan busu jiga zera no juste ko nga yal demo cho se mola zaste na ngata Ladakh spa jo china ko luspo nang ji na isang ma chikpo jo mano Ladakh spa jo na ngata mi gun jo ka mi gun ne shiska zang po yo shpa zang po yo te vejas pa ngata nguna Ladakh spa jo no mola hala tene ngata tyo man pa yang skujap sa ekbal skundun ngata yang dr ekbal junjikta professor jikskyo tene khongai ngaya guna mixa lunga ya khori stas ko le yana ecotourism ka ngaya zindanens yang tenis man pa ngata dr northern ozer leotonok te khone ngata sketngan de tuzmet langata zuk pena chitong ci obgel riskyo na te on kazo silchesin teve skola mane chisal nang sal chos te molazats tene large tin las yang george kos tene khone ata Ladakh se mansa yang te one panyo ne skola yang ata la ezuk jona pala sovarik pa on skola sha molazats tene ngata gen paldan liskyo te ngata gonpe na yot kan regimo so kya jise ki ngata sperna thunpas punji goni no te gone ton gun mane jisal chos molazats tene ngata yang riske stroke chak zot kya pahala le ngata ri dukane senchan so zindo cha chi guindo te gone skola ngata doctor semang namgel liskyo te molazats tene ngata tatena tsula khongkun man pangala khaspa ma mang po riskyo te ngaya guna joji so ka ngaya jinda le na zatsiale tene ngaya jongdar gun ma gela sats tene kaltes ngata hala ika ngata ngaya guna chi mol duk juna ngata Ladakh se ngata rai shizrik na ngata rai Ladakh se spera ngata skat gun sam shikhachane nokte on skola ta khone mang chat pe sam shikskyo te nang khaspa khong chamme mane shet sala zadara ki ngata thuk sama no ngata guna Ladakh se spera ta ala thakpo chechis ngata rai konlak gona la ngata Ladakh se traditional dress jano pate on gona la ngata na thakpo yongo sa no khala kalte suji ngata yonste diring gon he zuk zok mazera yal ngata thatte gonchi ngata thatte Ladakh se spera tanches ka vijaste maus pe thugu ne ka ngata Ladakh se skad na I ngata shilji pun khon su pang leg nyanin halale tene te man patene ngata ngatang kaltes Koreans per Ladakh slash kyo na tene ngatang khona lamston pachwa shko da no lamston pachwa shko de tus la ngati khunguna Koreans pa guna zone mitang chesle gopskol mitang chesna khona chi pata ngat chi gyus ki khunguna ngatang sama shizyo ne do khonsa ngatang sama ati Ladakh school la do tefia tangpo shaches ngatang no gopskol mitang chespo ngata Ladakh ke shiska jino tene te on borches ngata changme khakchi no halare tene te na kaltes in ecotourism benanga ta chi mol dujuna skoriang pa won skun na ngata na homestay jona pa halale ngata na sana se don council gunena borches ngata na khampa won na borches kabe jaste skoriang pa wona Ladakh pe chotam chulu kha goches no mitse puta ha goches no khongune zotang ngata don tang chi don dokte skola gyush goches no lam nukshore skola gyush goches no kastes tio majuk sa tonkers kana ngata le city tos no pa halale te gun na skoriang spam gun tus gun dute na jukshes se fia ngata na sonna mati gamyur gun na jukshes se fia marsonna te ngata tonker gun na chus kon mo chaches no to changmala gyus no halale chus kon mo chaches no te ngata gikshok yang na plastic tos mamang pojik te changmala gangches no kabe justing atang mi man pasimchan gun kang ma khet ngan pajik lepches bo changmala ken panok te ne te oneka khone eco tourism na mola jasle te ne eco guide yang na ngata halale I lamston pajik chuan pangatang gune tene ngatang lamston pajik tourist la ngata eco guide chua china ka to ngatang gumarang ngatang lang khoryuk thangmala ngatang la civil kanji ngatang la culture shis kanji ngata shizrik shis kanji ngatang la skat shis kanji ngatang la Ladakh se gelrap shis kanji gonna tene ngata te mi wa ngata spus tax pe ngata lamston pajik zer ngan chis no khalale kastes khora mashis na zun tan rang gopsko tan dula na tene te mi wa ngata guide ngata yana lamston pathar kel pojik juches mano tene nge mangpo jimi tene ngaya lobtuk changme choksne ngai foundation GLK foundation hanuran movement nang tene ngata won buddhism changmala ning ne thukje chwe jwin ka bijas tenga ja I jongdar bena mangpo jik lobches la thok ka ngaya ngala ma chora yodo tene I wongi ja on stigma nyang borazat yang maus pa yang tugu junu mangpo yotya tene kona masura yodo I ecotourism gone skola tene khona iskola chorche se fia ngi ja on stigma nyang it of dikrim borazat na man gela cheches dok thukje che jule
Sonam Yangdol, thank you very much for sharing your experience. I hope all participants know Sonam Yangdol very well. And I request to our guest from South Korea that very soon after this program, President of India, Won Buddhism, Mr. P. and Ajita will help you with translating Sonam Yangdol's experience sharing.
Now, I have already done that. I have already done that through the phone to our president of Hanuran. So they are in knowledge of what she spoke. Yes, thank you. Thank
Okay.
you, Renji.
Thank you. Thank you for the information. And now we have a special guest of the day, Director General GKL Foundation, South Korea, Mr. Yoon Seok Hoon. And I request our supporters from South Korea to please help with the director's message.
Yule, I am Yoon Seok-hyun, Director General of GKL Foundation, Korea. First of all, it is an honor for me to see all the participants who will take care of tourism in Ladakh as tourist guide, despite the difficult situation where COVID-19 is spreading all over the world. Also, I am grateful that everyone who participated is in good health. Last year, I personally interacted with the youth in Ladakh, but it is said that this year, due to COVID-19, I missed you all. Ladakh, which I visited last year, was a region with beautiful scenery and rich cultural assets. Ladakh, in particular, has not yet been touched by civilization. The landscapes, temples, and gompas of Ladakh, surrounded by the beautiful nature, is so alluring and amazing that it was unrealistic. In industrial development, Ladakh and Korea have many similarities. Korea, which was known as an underdeveloped country in terms of economic situation until the mid of 20th century, became a globally successful industrial nation in the latter half of the 20th century. Since Ladakh opened to the tourists in 1974, industrialization began by introducing to the Western culture, as it was the case of the Korean society in the past. On the other hand, in Ladakh and Korea, industries development took place due to external influences, but tradition and culture were also destroyed by the outer force. However, there are some differences in Ladakh. While Korea is in the process of reviving the traditions and cultures that are lost due to the development, what Ladakh needs to realize first is that in the process of development, it is necessary to develop the tourism industry by maintaining ecological nature and preserving the traditions and cultures of Ladakh. In fact, for sustainable development, we are also making efforts to preserve the nature through activities like the ecotourism. Through such process, the future of tourism in Ladakh will be able to successfully accept new things based on its uniqueness, and the future tourism industry in Ladakh will develop endlessly.
또 고향을 친환경적으로 활동하고 있습니다. 실제로
Eco Guide Training Program Ladakh, which was started in 2018, is based on the aforementioned points, and it is designed to support young people in Ladakh to develop their own capacity as tourist guides and to protect and develop their own homeland in an eco-friendly way. After completing the course, those participants who are qualified becomes a tour guide, and they are promoting the value of Ladakh and practicing environmental protection. In fact, your seniors who participated in the previous Eco Guide training courses could be seen as examples of successful employment with trekking and tourist guides. This year, the course is offered online in the context of the pandemic caused by COVID-19. Based on the knowledge that you have gained through this course and through continuous efforts and learning in future, I hope you become a guide that will lead the future to promote ecotourism and tourism resources of Ladakh. In the end, I wish you all good health and wish for the development of sustainable tourism in Ladakh. Thank you.
Thank you for the message from Director General, GKL Foundation, Seoul, South Korea. And thank you, Ms. Jong, for helping us. And now it is a time to invite one of our advisory committee member. Uh, he is the president of All Kargil Travel Traders Association, Mr. Ashraf Ali. So I request Ashraf Ali ji to please give his speech. Ashraf Ali ji. Ashraf Ali ji, yes, yes,
Yeah, can you hear me, Mr.
yes,
Viren?
yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, good afternoon, everybody. First of all, I would like to thank GKL Foundation, Hanuran Movement, and One Buddhism in India, Reverend Ajita ji, and yourself, Mr. Viren. You have conducted such a beautiful program in Ladakh. Our worthy executive councillor, Shri Puntok Tashi Saab, who is always supportive of the cause of tourism whenever and wherever it be. I would like to express my deepest thanks to him. He is always a moral and a guiding support for tourism industry of Ladakh. And the kind of support the council has shown towards these kind of events is really commendable, and we really appreciate it. I would also like to thank our worthy secretary, Shri Samsai Saab, who is also a beacon of progress in our Ladakh, and we are really proud of him. And one more worthy guest over here, I can see Mr. Shri Murub Namgyal Saab. He's a pride of Ladakh and a Padma Shri awardee, Jule Pale. First of all, I would like to express the level of amazement I had and the level of delight I had after hearing especially the two speeches and the two presentations given by Mr. Imtiaz Hussain and I guess Ms. Sonam Yangdol. It was really beautiful, very enlightening, and truly, if we see tourism in its overall sense, it's the culture, it's the preservation of our environment, the flora and fauna. These are the things which tourism is actually all about. It's not just about money and economic prosperity, though it is a consequence of it. But we should really take care of our culture, our environment. Without culture, there is no identity for ourselves, and identity is such an important part of a man's character. If there is no culture, there is no identity. And the environment also, we see the kind of mess people have done to other tourist spots all over India, and we would like to really avoid such kind of a fate to our beautiful Ladakh. And, in this preservation of our environment and, preservation of our culture is the goal. And, this kind of events and these kind of trainings, the kind which you have managed to put up here in Ladakh is the hats off to you, Mr. Viren and Mr. P. Ajithaji. These kind of trainings boost the morale and the confidence of our youngsters, and it gives a new perspective to the word tourism. It's been an honor to be part of it. You have conducted this event despite the COVID-19 and despite all the problems, you have managed to enroll so many students. I also like to thank all the participants, especially the young students who have participated in these events and these functions. We have a long way to go, and the Hanuran Movement, Won Buddhism, and GKL Foundation has conducted such a marvelous educational program here. We are really grateful to you. If the program would have been done in, a physical program would have been done, where I would have been very happy to join it and share my experiences in this. However, due to the situation, we couldn't do that. But even after that, this kind of video conferencing and VC educational forums are also very important. I really like to congratulate and express my deepest and sincere gratitude towards all you folks who have managed to pull it off. Thank you so much, and thank you for making me a part of this wonderful moment. I would like to express my deepest, conviction. Whenever such kind of events are held in Kargil in future, also, I would be more than glad to be a part of it. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Ashraf Saab, for giving your speech and your valuable time. Your words really means something for the tourism promotion in Kargil and all over Ladakh.
Thank you so much.
Because now participants are coming from Kargil district for taking eco guide training. When we did our program in Mulbek and Kargil, it was the great success. And this time also, it is very much balanced between Leh and Kargil. So it is time for us for experience sharing uh, from from a student from Delhi University, uh, Miss Organ Spaldon.
Good morning. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes, please.
Okay. Good morning. Okay. Good morning to one and all who are students present over here. This is Organ Spaldon. I am a student at Delhi University. And today on the closing ceremony of Eco Guide Program 2020, I as a participant want to share my experience. To begin with, this course being provided online, it proved fruitful for many of us who are participating in this program from different parts of the country. Throughout this program, we got to learn about so much things. It was a very productive session. We had different speakers speaking about a different topic. They were experts in their own field, and we got to learn so many things. And throughout this program, every day it was a new day, and we got to learn. So one of my favorite class was by Dr. Ozil. I'm not from medical background, and I never have imagined myself giving a CPR to someone before. But then after his class, I was confident enough because the instructions were very clear. He elaborately gave us medical instruction how to give a CPR and how to deal with the situation like that. So God forbid if I find myself ever in a situation like that, I think I can handle the matter very maturely. Likewise, there was many other productive sessions. We were introduced to many concepts of tourism, be it responsible tourism, sustainable tourism, ecotourism, and wildlife conservation, and the most important part, conservation of our culture and tradition, which has seen our slow decline with times, and it's our duty to conserve our tradition and culture. We have also seen that recently, for the past few years, Ladakh has seen a sharp rise in tourism, which has negatively, positively have very impacts on our social, culture, economics as well. And it's not just the responsibility of tourist guides or the person working in the tourism industry, but it's the duty of everyone to protect our culture, because at the time you can see that we have been facing a lot of problem. Also, Ladakh being a very fragile environment, we are not in much capacity to accommodate large number of tourists because of the limited resources we have, and we have seen negative impacts like very much lately. And at such point, it is not I'm repeating it again, and at such point, it is not the responsibility of tourist guides, because and just the person working in tourism industry, but everyone, every resident, every stakeholder, to be responsible towards our environment, to learn how the economy of tourism works, to know about sustainable going with the flow. And like so many things, I cannot just go into detail like what we learned, because there were so many things. Every speaker taught us many different things, and most importantly, we got to learn so many things about Ladakh, which I wasn't aware of. Like there are many culture tradition. He talked us a lot about our culture and tradition and preservation. Likewise, there were other speaker spoke about wildlife and all. And at last but not the least, I want to thank you, Viren sir, Won Buddhism, GK Foundation, Hanura Movement Korea, and LHGC Kargil for organizing such a productive event. I'm so glad to be part of it. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. And also to my fellow participants, it was nice knowing you all. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Spaldon. You are very energetic. You are very energetic, and everyone maybe was feeling a little bit tired, but your speech has given us energy and boost to wake up. Thank you, Urgan. Thank you very much. And now it is time for us to see a dance performance which is prepared by Mr. Sivang Regzin and his team. Mr. Sivang Regzin, he's a cultural expert and he is from the Kargil district. So let's see a dance performance prepared by Mr. Sivang Regzin and his team. So this performance was prepared by Mr. Sivang Rigzin and his team. Now we are just almost in middle of our program, and let's see one more experience sharing, which is digitally prepared by one of our participants. Rather than live, she preferred to give her message, her experience sharing with a video. So let's enjoy experience sharing from Rigzin Yangdol.
Jule, Salam, hello everyone. Myself Rigzin Yangdol. I've been a part of EcoGuide online training session 2020. Today I'm going to share my learnings from the session. But before starting, I would like to thank the organizers Hanuran Movement, GKL Foundation and One Buddhism India.
When the whole world is hit by a pandemic and when everything seemed slowed down, we, the youths of Ladakh, got an amazing opportunity to take an online eco guide training. During this training, I got to learn so many things that if I start making a list, it will take few days. But I want to highlight some best part of my learning. This training made me realize that I really knew very less about my own birthplace, Ladakh. I had a mixed feeling during this training session as I was happy to learn many things which I was unaware of. But at the same time, I also felt bad for not knowing much about my culture, tradition, Buddhism, and Ladakh. I knew we Ladakhis have a very unique and rich culture, but when it comes to the question, why is it considered rich? Sri Murub Namgyal cleared my doubt by letting us know that when we talk about our culture, our history, it tells us we have number of songs different for each ceremony, for each festival, and for each event. Even for a marriage ceremony, if we take example, there are a number of songs different for every single activity, such as when people from the groom's side comes to take the bride, there is a song for entry. Until they sing that song, they are not allowed to enter. After that, there is a song before seating. There is a song to search for the bride. There is also a song while the bride meets her family before leaving her house, and the list goes on and on. And each song has different stories to tell according to the history. When it comes to dance of Ladakh, according to our tradition, our dance form is a kind of slow in the beginning and gets speed up later, which may appear boring to the audience. But only the dancers will know how enjoying it is. The dancers get deeply into it that they keep on dancing continuously for a long time. Our culture is rich not only because of its songs, festivals, different tradition, but also because of the kind-hearted people of Ladakh. Our culture always teaches us to have a good and pure mind as well as a heart. Such unique culture is only found in Ladakh. Through this journey, I got to learn broadly about ecotourism, responsible tourism, and sustainable tourism from many experts from all over the country. But among all, I'm glad to know about Mr. Rigzin's more than 20 years of working as a guide in Ladakh. Listening to him was a pleasure. He not only shared his experience, but also made me realize how exciting and amazing it feels to work in your interested field. Even after working in tourism sector for more than 20 years, he was as excited to do his work as it's his first year. which was very inspiring for me. I've seen many people who are unhappy even after becoming successful because the area of their work is not of their interest. At last, I want to share we should always keep our environment, future generation in our mind and encourage ecotourism, responsible tourism, and sustainable tourism to keep our guests, tourists, as well as community happy and healthy. Thank you.
Rigzin, thank you very much for sharing your experience in a video format. And I hope everyone enjoyed with some visuals. Now we are moving towards our program, and we have the guest of honor of today's program, Shri Murup Namgyalji. He is a Padma Shri awardee, and Padma Shri is India's fourth highest civilian award. So I request our chief guest, guest of honor of the day, Shri Murup Namgyalji, to present his speech.
July. 정말 July. Drin sorso kuja presence perverle. Yang tenat sorla member language, Kazban language, yang guide nenazat kani nomo language lekar yilni skreju. Yang spera kachik zari sansmon la. No, I will request Mr. Ajita to translate my speech. Ajita le. Are you hearing me, sir? Ajita ji.
Yes, Kale, I'm hearing and I'm doing that. Please go ahead.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
So, yang spera kachi zari sansmon lange hanuran moment yutte oriye sharbana chung sangmala Ladakh spechokna jujin chakulen nijanga Ladakh la nartax dachizla Ladakh jukanbo man tarin jikteni gocho mocho yat kanjik inle najini ngaja zagir mo chakpo jika dukstyot ngejang talota yongyan masongba namona skyote ngajil zagir ma chakpala ziksazat snganma innani isakyat po yurkam mar sangma yotin sa chu me long namka ma danspo nang dansil chen yotin daksa jik zagir ma yarngo marngo yonga tsogla tsabi shikyat skyoto gajo dosha dangyam po ngeja rais ngajago nang naftax borte sa chu me long namka lasmo chochestang ngajang lam lokshol shirik skadik dena tsogla denesngan mesterin sangma druse sale kinga zacheskola ngaja tukje chejinju denenge nono la teojin ngeja tukje zate ngata e mane kambu mina sungse on chen nyarale shot nyon yante ka laglen chozete shatchi go sanok ngashat na kaspang hagu amanoka tepia ngeja shatkan enok shadazat denenge tenna jin tangatang kartil huansi kaskot tangna ngeja dangdrin stes lumun tangeje shadanoka innon tebe patak pogardu chuyon se kanri ukaru chaksu te ozis goshes karchan duga jus benanga bono na zarkanil tatmayat ka mantana zarkanil ka sha nasiriyat ka thoshalizan yat ka ngata chopo shubla gunju kokari po yat ka yatena tsogla ngata ju tene metostan mo yat ka otate changma michos tachos michos lingchos te otegun en hago goshes ma karchan inogle sana chikton group yardun chu tongana palla ngata tourist kyote nokju tourist kyotes po ngati pia serdu bina huta chukan so songba innang Matang Java Chostan Specials, Zavi, Mati Stark Sendel Tang, Largudas Tang, Young Takor Lasmo Borchesina, Zavi cat left to Gajo. La Sambate Tangoshino Matante Catpo, Cat Sopo, Pok Michukches, Zampo Sambong Matan Talk Nanches, Matana Nera Leserchimena, Tupeorna, Galwescu, Sagiorna, Rinchens, Elzete. Orduasku Matan Yanang Chuknis Dukju, Ladakh Senale, Pergile Iskenaju. Yatena Zola Chorten, Sumyar Dunchutonga Dukju. O Teguni, Chia Yonska. Spenangarale, Matan Irus Koreans, Mankosketo, Moshkarab Jukangun, Osbo Sahib Jukangun, Ri Sahib Jukangun, Somadi Koro Jukangun, Lobzang Jiwaju, Young Husband Jukangun. Tegun Ladakh la Yonspena, Jacques Mankoza Mankoduxte, La Sirgulun Kun Sangmat, Mani, Jibji, Sabza Chese Pinga Tatawaju. Tangati Torres Koreans by Yonkangula, O Tegun Chia, Ladakh la Mankoduxe Kung, Ladakh by Jepstor Juska, the Kanguna, how which is Ma Yamon Noju. Yale, Tatena Solangerale, I think Ladakh Lugun Nija Kazuki on Tens and Yampomaji Lars Lugun, Juxten Soso on Tenele, Nichik Zertanju. Kanskar kola shilgi cholotela skuar laso jukan sulujigin namsman mola tingi igala shola seri laso dikan suluji otayo tiwa chestano laone gangari karpo las kugarbo sujus karpo sichos nyanuga senayampo yatena sola nambo mas mon waju the nam monbe ka seri glasmo wo seri igyo swedish zeranyampo teola tilan yono ta tilan bachi yono zeranyampo kans karpo la shergi choken las kugar lasmo jukan yang ne ngatang mieso nyanches mano onlejo eso nyanches no rguni za lepchuan koran nam khana khababsna tene karpo chano pa zinti sangena ya tena to nam ngon mo tingi gasho ka seri glasmo matang dindara mana suang dingen chizmo tene suwa dingen chizla on exeranyampo o tanyimana zawang iskola tene te ka seri lasmo observer yang yan chizno zakani o to ngaje junglu ni naman minza ipsion chenju amonyeran skyodangyampo ya tena to la tourist guard nangje tangma ispera chun chuni ka narta chogoshesko ma kharchen inojo yezena ngatang ma tonpekano Nimanal zawa along to langata taxna duano pale are kana shara yampo takan song yatena sola are rika something era nama izuk zugna itagringna nama ka ta tsoshik name ka tsoshing ta ton paju o te sola tene o te lugunang sale duse ngeja changme teoni ka nartaksal go shesko ma ka channe nojo tukjeche nge ajita nang viren nono viren yera tukjeche yerang la juk tala spagyurte no tene ta ji 상만 여랑 라시 찰룩스 상마 캐는노 tene 때 찰룩스 자체스 퉁체스 둑체스 원체스 상마 이자랑에 코리안 파운라 하고 주가 잤나 tene 콩 마르 데모 산체스노 tena zorla tene tanga tanga 라시 람 룩쇼탄 셰릭 축고즈나 제즈노 자나 인이노 야나레 denbanga tanga ri 롱 스카르 본파 만탕 마짓 상마 직시시 나사 you know 소즈건 인능 때 상매상 싸오 라닥스페 낭국 보치도 라닥스페 낭 보치도 낭지가 타고 시즈마 같은 거 낭에 스고나 키풀나 땅스테 스타야 솜토를 하도 죽발라 때 상매나 지동식 역각 바 입스테죠 때 상마 빙고시스고 마 같은 조식 차르고죠 요송 벗어나 예자 상매 ngata 라닥스페 cham스 세와 징제 같은 잔치였대노 그러나 ngata lachos gewer chunang mishor sangma chutu garten kan bechaste I laag silungpe na suil tewa chate yot nang si ugnena nang sangmena chik chamsik oho singul jala zerkan tsochik su sangmena yoano singul jala zerkan chik spache yoano zena chezena kwena shiskao sangan mamana geldap na parla hames kostena tata dik chase tangse tapa teo chani yang pot ene singje cham sewa tang singje margos kanjik semchan bute mok suang metka o ta talo ngata ai labjaji toptino ajo I natngan mejaste labjaji toptino zera yampo ta ngatang sangma zagir mekang charuk setilang charuk namikang charuk in nang darung sukwa chanrik pong lasmanjik madu dugale logic sung tarang yarale shmaksapta anjanong yarale misa din janok magana in nang smanbo daru amadu no ajo mi samme sang zang koji kustyong achanji yotna tebel dat pena signal dat pa tunte pena mak tang chesi sambao pat yong magos de mane mi sa chesi sambao mana sabik chiang yong magos pa teo yong duwa teo che yong senozena o teo singje metani tax pen karjo teo songosana nga tang sangma jam sewa singje katin la ragla se tamse dukanji genokjo teo songosana nge agitale ngerang sang nge spera kachi poma demo chusus gyura zadatro den virenle ngerang sang la aspa kinchizla ngezer kandong sama sabi naktas borodo de menda ina justani den khazbang langya sang no mo sangma lang nge lak thamajate den kha chik menmet ina khar gya jose sem chik menmet sem gas getting ja sangmala jujuat tashir delek jot o itsosi lasgul gunil ka juksazat yang Ladakh spor shungazat Ladakh spor skobazat yang Ladakh kiat po sontia lusna matang sama zamli ka matang zerchi shimena yana nor ali yot na cham pakma cham kyong to 11 te na nor bo yot parang yot na pakma ko kani mi kyong yana jas kyong no matang te pia lobo matang mete halang healing sina majuksa ene changme sang khachanbo natmet sering lusis changme tukson zat goju changma 수술 데모 육사자 수감상 고 육사자 두개치
Thank you, Padma Shri Namgyal ji. Thank you very much for your speech. I hope everyone is enjoying today's program and must be thinking for more speeches. And now we have a video message from the Honorable CEC Ladakh Autonomous Hill Development Council, Kargil, Shri Firoz Ahmad Khan. Shri Firoz Ahmad Khan is in Jammu nowadays. So, so he has sent his video message through Sevang Rigzinji, and you will not believe Mr. Sevang Rigzin and his team. They worked today early morning till 12:30. So, everyone is so dedicated for this Eco Guide training program. And I thank you very much to Sevang Rigzinji, because yesterday he reached to home, I think almost 1 a.m. So thank you. And let's see the video message by Honorable CEC LAHDC Kargil Shri Firoz Ahmed Khan.
Good evening. It gives me immense pleasure to learn that the 16 days Ladakh Eco Guide Training Program 2020, organized by One Tourism India in collaboration with Ladakh Autonomous Hill Development Council, Kargil, All Kargil Proud Traders Association, supported by GKLF Foundation, a sub-unit of Ministry of Tourism, Government of Korea, supported through Honoran movement, has successfully concluded today. I have come to learn that during the course of the training program, the organizers have very effectively and meticulously enlightened the participants about the rich cultural heritage and different aspects of tourism, including ecotourism, wildlife tourism, pilgrimage tourism, cultural tourism, and related aspects. Moreover, participants have also been given ample opportunities to orient themselves with useful and workable informations and methods on how to take better care of tourists in high altitude situations, conservation of the fragile ecosystem of Ladakh, utility of medicinal plants and other related aspects. It would have been a privilege for me to be part of the inaugural session of this useful training program where you had invited to be the chief guest, but I could not make it owing to certain official engagement and express my regrets in this regard. I hope that the participants from all across the country would have benefited from different sessions from speakers of national and international reputed during the training course and would have got an ideal opportunity to understand the rich cultural heritage of Ladakh from close quarters. I am optimistic that the training session will go a long way in tourism promotion in in the twin districts of Leh and Kargil and urge the organizers to continue with their endeavors to hold similar events in future. I once again extend my inhabitantness to the organizers for having given me an opportunity to be a part of this concluding ceremony. Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Many thanks to the CEC LHDC Kargil, Shri Firoz Ahmad Khan. And now we are moving forward. Unfortunately, due to some urgent work, chief guest of the day, Shri Rigzin Samphil Sahab IAS, the Commissioner Secretary, Department of Tourism, Union Territory of Ladakh. He is not able to join the program. So there is a message from him that please pass on his regret to the participants and the guest. Now we are almost at the end, and to make this program a big success, there is a person behind this program. He is sitting at the highest place in Ladakh. He is very far. Even I'm trying to go visit that place since 2003, but still I am not able to go there. But last year, there is another road opened for that heaven. Yes, I am talking about the valedictory of the function chaired by the executive counselor, engineer Phunsuk Tashiji. Phunsuk Tashiji is a person who is working dedicatedly for the development of tourism, rural development, and he is working to make many of the things possible in Ladakh, such as the internet connection. Just 2 days before, he established to set up the internet connection in Zanskar. So now I request engineer Phunsuk Tashiji to please give his valedictory speech. Phunsuk Tashiji. Yes, sir. You can unmute. Yes, yes.
Okay. Now it's laudable, huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good afternoon and July to all the participants, especially to our guest of honor, Ka Murub Namgyal, the Padma Shri Awardee of Ladakh. Our special guest, Miss Hong Kyung, the president of Anoran Movement in South Korea, the Director General KGL Foundation, Mr. Yoon, advisory members from Ladakh and abroad, Kapi Namgyal Ajita, the president of One Buddhism, and of course to Mr. Viren and all other participants. My dear friend from Kargil, Mr. Ashraf Ali, the president of all Kargil Travel and Trade Associations. Again, a very good afternoon and Julie. Really, it's a great moment for me. And it's honor again, because I participated last time when we inaugurated this eco training program on 16th of November. And today, you people, due to your untiringly efforts, we came to a successful conclusions, and the validatory function is going on. On behalf of Ladakh Autonomous Hill Development Council Kargil, which is co-host with you, but I regret because we are going virtually. That's why we could not contribute physically with these movements, with these eco guide training programs. Otherwise, LHDC Kargil could do a lot more if it could have been happen offline in Kargil. Anyway, I'm extremely excited to know that more than 300 participants across Ladakh have got the training of 2 weeks in eco, in sustainable tourism, and other responsible tourism. And the experience is shared by few of those trainees here, and it was really, really wonderful. On behalf of our peoples, we convey our gratitude to those who are in Korea, like the GKL movement, like all other sponsors and sponsor and those who are in Korea, that they have concern about Ladakh. Like I was listening to one of the director general, they said that Korea, because of rapid development, they could not care and concern about all those things which Ladakh has still not lost. Like Murub Namgyal has also spoken a lot of things about Ladakh's treasure, Ladakh's culture, Ladakh's history, Ladakh's heritage, which we still can, ask our young generations to preserve all those things and promote all those things. Because of these 2 weeks programs, I can assess that our young generations have learned a lot of things which they have exhibited through this online, experience sharing programs. They have they spoke right now, and they have exhibited that they have learned so many things through these programs. So no doubt that Ladakh is a very popular, both Leh and Kargil are a very popular tourist destinations in India and across the globes. But as far as Kargil is concerned, we are just opening, since decades, Kargil has opened for domestic as well as international tourism. Although Ladakh used to have all these tourists since 1970s or 77s. But in Kargil, due to the effort of our travel and tour tour trade organizations like Mr. Ashraf Ali and few others guys, hotel associations, they have, they every year they are going in to participate tourism fair in Delhi, Mumbai, and other metropolis of the countries to attract more and more tourists towards Kargil. And recently, you must have known that Zanskar is a part of Kargil, and Zanskar is now have 3 entry points from Himachal Pradesh, from Leh, and from Kargil. And Zanskar is a have a lot of tourism potential and is part of Kargil. So this time you have organized this training in Kargil itself, and like I met Mr. Viren and Mr. Ajita last year in Kargil, where they have organized this kind of training again. And there we spoke about this program, and it went successfully. I am really personally thankful to both of you. And as per our program, I was requesting you to organize such program in other remote part of Ladakh, like in Nubra, Changtang, Sangku, Dras, and one more program, particularly in Zanskar, because Zanskar is 234 kilometers from Kargil. Not lot of students or trainees could manage to participate this time also because of internet problem and because of these connectivity problems. And I hope next summer, as we have spoken, that you will organize one such program in Zanskar also. And I request you to, to keep on such program, especially for taxi drivers, hoteliers, guest house owners, because they are also stakeholder of this tourism promotions and like ecotourism, sustainable tourism, and all those responsible tourism. They are big stakeholder and responsible because other than guide. Guide, of course, is one of main stakeholders, but you have so many other stakeholders, and we need to train also them also how to manage this tourism sort of business. So here, once again, I really appreciate Mr. Viren and Mr. P. Miguel Ajita, who have been working untiringly in this part of Ladakh since many years. I guess that since last 10 years, you are working in Ladakh in many other aspects other than these tourisms. And my appreciation also goes to those who are working on the ground in Kargil and Leh also, like Mr. Rigzin from Bodhkarbu. He's a really a culture expert, and he, other than this tourism eco guide programs, in many other activities, I have seen him participating, promoting and preserving our cultures. And there are so many other guys like him in Kargil who might be working on the ground to make it a reality and to make it a success. So my appreciations also goes to all those advisory members, Dr. Tundup Chang, Dr. Odzer, and Mr. Norton Odzer. Really, I haven't met him, but I'm an admirer of him. He's an icon in Ladakh. And Mr. Murup Namgyal also. He's a historian. He's a treasure of Ladakh, and their knowledge through this such kind of platform, their knowledge is disseminating towards young generations, which is really appreciable and a good platform from your sides. And once again, I thank you and thank you all. And in future also, Ladakh Autonomous Hill Development Council Kargil is always open and always will be supporting your programs in Kargil district and all part of Kargil district. And we encourage you, we request you to keep on. And through this medium, I once again wants to convey my gratitude to all those dignitaries who are staying in Korea. Because of their greatness, because of their long visions, this such kind of training managed to happen in Ladakh, and they have concern about Ladakh, which is really admirable and appreciable. Thank you, and thank you, Virenji.
Thank you, Engineer Funsuk Tashi-ji. You have really touched our heart by saying your kind words. And we will really look forward to conduct future trainings in Zanskar. And your advice to think for the drivers, hotels, guest house. Yes, thank you for your suggestion. And we will also request our supporters from South Korea, Hanran Movement, and GKL Foundation for concerning Ladakh. Now we are almost at the end, and all participants from this current batch 2020, they have prepared a Thanksgiving song to the guests from South Korea, to the supporters. I hope not only the supporters from Korea, they will like every participant in this program will enjoy. So please hold yourself and get ready to see the song Arirang by participants. And I request everyone to please mute. Yes, so here we go.
아리랑 아리랑 아리랑이요 아리랑 거게로 넘어간다 아리랑 아리랑 아리랑이요 아리랑 거게로 넘어간다 날이여 별이고 가시나뇽 심리도 가서 원한다 아리랑 아리랑 아리랑이요 아리랑 거게로 넘어간다 날이여 별이고 가시나뇽 심리도 가서 원한다
I hope all of you enjoyed this Arirang song. And I want to tell our supporters from South Korea that, that all participants worked to pronounce the song for the wordings and lyrics. So they worked very hard, and one of our resource person, Mr. Sevang Nurbu, he helped us to compose this song. And the voice is from Nilza and Sevang Nurbu. And music is mixed by Rigzin Nurbu. So it was a gift from the participants to Hanuran movement and GKL. So now it is almost, we are at the end, and due to the internet problem, a few of our experience sharing is left. So I request Nilza Angmo if she can see us. Nilza Angmo.
Yes, sir, I can view everyone.
Yes. So Nilza Angmo is there. In this Arirang song, the voice, female voice, was from Nilza. And now I request Nilza to please share her experience during the guide training program.
Right. Good afternoon to every one of our esteemed guests who are present here today. I'm Nilza Angmo and I'm from Ladakh. And I have a short speech uh, which is dedicated to everyone who managed to, somehow provide us this wonderful training. So I'll begin. Under the aegis of One Buddhism India, Hanuran Movement and the GKL Foundation in collaboration, the prestigious Eco Guide training program of 2020 for the young potential eco guides of Ladakh was organized from the 16th of November to the 2nd of December. The program spanned across innumerable intriguing topics conducted by various eminent scholars who elaborated on every topic regarding ecotourism and learning beyond the realm of tour guiding. And our knowledgeable faculty, they provided us with so many chances to delve deep into all the hard work and wisdom that goes into becoming a responsible ecotourism guide. Moreover, the program, with all its benefits, with its specific, noble, educated, encouraged, and guided the emerging young women of Ladakh and students of both Leh and Kargil actively participated in this program and opened up a vast sphere of discourse where friendship and healthy discussion in a comfortable environment was made possible. Ladakh Eco Guide Training Program of 2020, in conclusion, was a program like no other. While connecting with over 200 people on a virtual platform seemed very impossible, it turned out to be a warm collaboration of sentiments, eagerness to learn, and bonding. My personal experience in the program provided me with an opportunity to learn something anew with every session on the road to success as an eco tour guide. Besides, I befriended students from various backgrounds and connected with them through this wonderful platform. Our knowledgeable teachers deserve the most credit for collating such precise and intriguing informative material, patiently bearing with our students, and constantly providing us with their guidance and support. There was never a dull day in the Eco Guide training, as our facilitators ensured that we engage in several cultural activities, healthy discussion, and suggestions. They highlighted the significance of being a helpful, humble, and responsible citizen of the world. So for me, it was truly an enriching and enlightening experience, one in which I would like to participate in again. So I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to everyone who made this possible. Thank you, Hanuran Movement. Thank you, GKL Foundation, and thank you, One Wisdom India. Thank you.
Nilza, thank you very much for sharing your experience and your learning. So now we have our last but not the least experience sharing uh, from Hakima Banu. She has given her a pre-recorded video because she is occupied in some acting program, some acting workshop going on. So here is her message.
Respected dignitaries and dear participants, Assalamu alaikum, Jile, and good afternoon to you all. First of all, I would love to extend my gratitude to the organizers, that is, One Buddhism India, Hanuran Movement, and GKL Foundation for organizing such a wonderful training program regarding Ladakh ecotourism. अब मैं अपने एक्सपीरियंस के बारे में बात करना चाहती हूँ जो ट्रेनिंग क्लासेस हमें 16 नवंबर से स्टार्ट हुआ एंड आज इसका क्लोजिंग डे है इसमें हमें क्या क्या सीखने को मिला अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह एंड माशाल्लाह हमें बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिला इस ट्रेनिंग से स्पेशली टूरिज़म के रिलेटेड जो कि हमारे लद्दाख के रिगार्डिंग है जो लद्दाख इको टूरिज़म है उसके रिलेटेड बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिला इसमें जो स्पीकर्स थे डिफरेंट रिसोर्स पर्सन फ्रॉम डिफरेंट फील्ड्स उन्होंने हमें इतने अच्छे से समझाया प्रेजेंटेशंस दी तो इट वाज रियली अ फ्रूटफुल ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम एंड इसमें जो टॉपिक्स चुने गए दोज टॉपिक्स वर वंडरफुल, जैसे इसमें इको टूरिज्म है, सस्टेनेबल टूरिज्म है, एक गाइड का क्या रोल, कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स एंड रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज हो सकती है, ट्रैकिंग जो है लद्दाख में ट्रैकिंग का क्या स्कोप है, ट्रैकिंग रूट्स कहाँ कहाँ पे हैं, एंड लद्दाख के फेस्टिवल सेरेमनीज के बारे में, जिनमें बहुत सारे ऐसे थे जिनके बारे में मुझे मालूम ही नहीं था। इसके अलावा रिलीजन, साइंस एंड स्पिरिचुअल टूरिज्म के बारे में भी हमें पढ़ाया गया। इसके अलावा लद्दाख की जो हिस्ट्री है टूरिज्म को लेके, या जो अमची प्रैक्टिसेस है जो हमारे यहाँ पे हैं, तो अमचीज़ के रिगार्डिंग, या जो लद्दाख का कल्चर है, उसके अलावा हाई अल्टीट्यूड पे आपको क्या क्या प्रॉब्लम्स फेस कर सकते हैं, जैसे CPR था, वैसे हाइपोथर्मिया वगैरह। तो इन चीज़ों के बारे में बहुत अच्छे से हमें जो डिफरेंट रिस्पेक्टेड पर्सनालिटीज़ ने हमें प्रेजेंटेशंस दी, वो बहुत ही अच्छा था। एंड इसके अलावा जो पार्टिसिपेंट्स थे उनका भी बहुत अच्छा रिस्पॉन्स आ रहा था। एंड जो स्पीकर्स है, जब हम उनसे कुछ क्वेश्चंस पूछते थे, हमारे जो कोई क्वेरीज होते थे, तो वो हमें सेटिस्फाइड आंसर देते थे। सो ओवरऑल इट वाज एन अमेजिंग एक्सपीरियंस, बहुत ही अच्छा लगा। एंड इंशाल्लाह उम्मीद करते हैं कि हम आगे जाके इसी चीज़ को लेके इंशाल्लाह हम अपने जो लद्दाख की टूरिज़्म है उसको प्रमोट करने की कोशिश करेंगे। एंड जो टूरिज़्म है, मुझे लगता है ये एक ऐसा सेक्टर है या इंडस्ट्री है जो कि हर एक के साथ डायरेक्टली और इनडायरेक्टली ये रिलेटेड है। फॉर एग्जांपल, अगर कोई टूरिस्ट बाय रोड ट्रैवल करता है तो उसका सामना एक ड्राइवर के साथ होता है, अगर वो दुकान से कुछ खरीदता है तो दुकानदार से उसके कई सामना होता है, तो होटल में रुकते हैं तो होटल वाले से उसका ये होता है। तो इसके अलावा अगर वो कहीं कोई विलेज है कहीं विजिट करते हैं तो गाँव वालों से उसका सामना होता है। तो ओवरऑल डायरेक्टली और इनडायरेक्टली हर एक के साथ ये लिंक है। जो टूरिज़्म है, हमारे कल्चर से, हमारा बिहेवियर से, हम किससे बात करते हैं, इन सब के रिलेटेड है। तो इंशाल्लाह हम कोशिश करेंगे कि अपने लद्दाख की टूरिज़्म को बूस्ट करें। एंड थैंक यू सो मच फॉर ऑर्गेनाइजिंग सच अ वंडरफुल वर्कशॉप।
Hakima Bano, thank you very much for sharing your experience and learning. I just received a message from Lobzang Sam. He actually recorded his performance, but due to the bad internet, he is not able to send his video. So there is a regret from him. And now uh, uh, this is almost the end of closing ceremony. And I request the person who is behind this training sessions, not only just seeding. Yes, of course, he has taken care each and every part of the training program since beginning to top. This program was started in 2018, continued in 19, and now in 2020. This person belongs to Ladakh. This person belongs to all of you. Yes, but this person roam all around the world. And I want to share that this person is he has scored the most highest rank in Korean language, and he is the first Indian who has scored grade 6, and grade 6 is just equivalent to a Korean language. Yes, I think I'm sure all of you have understood. I'm talking about the president of Won Buddhism India, and now I request him to please deliver his vote of thanks. Shri P.N. Ajitaji.
Jule, and good afternoon to you all in India, and good evening to our guest in Korea. The Eco Guide training program 2020 was very successful, and to be a successful program, there were many people behind this program who made it success. and most of you are present here today. And I, on behalf of the organizer, GKL Foundation and Hanuran Moment Korea, would first like to thank today's valedictory chair, Shri Punsok Tashi, Executive Councillor and Tourism in Charge, Ladakh Autonomous Hill Development Council, Kargil. As you have seen that he is in Zanskar, and I never been to Zanskar, but yet we are able to get in touch with him through internet. And I feel we are very grateful that he has given time not only today, but also on the opening session. And you have seen that they have been, helping us, assisting us, cooperating us, and doing all what they can do to make the program success, not only this year, but also last year. So I would like to sincerely thank Mr. Punsok Tashi Saab. And yes, definitely what you have said, we'll keep in mind. And we have done one course for the, taxi drivers in Leh. And definitely I will take this matter with our, concerned people here. And then we'll try to see how we can implement the best. And thank you very much for sparing your time and sharing your, encouraging thoughts and giving lots of encouragement to the participants here. And then next, I would like to thank Shri Sampel Saab, Commissioner Secretary Tourism, UT Ladakh. He was supposed to come, and at the last moment, I think there was some urgent meeting, being the situation in Ladakh is, due to COVID-19 is not that relaxed. So unfortunately, he is unable to join us, but still we are very grateful to him, and he is in knowledge of all the program what you have done through the last 14 days. And we have also informed R.K. Mathurji, Honorable Lieutenant Governor of Ladakh, and they're in full knowledge of what you have been doing and what you have been learning for the last 16 days. And then I would also like to thank Shri Ahmad Khan, CEC Kargil. Despite his busy schedule, he has taken some time to, record his video and send you a message. And last year also they have cooperated us, and he has also assured his help and assistance in future also. And we expect the same from them, and I would like to thank him also. And then I would like to thank Ms. Hong, who is here with us from the beginning till the end, almost 2 hours. So it's almost evening here. And Ms. Jong and Ms. Lee, they are still in our office in Hanuran office in Seoul. And she is the person, and this team are the one who have, shown all her hearts and compassionate mind towards Ladakh and made the program to be a reality. So I would like to thank Ms. Hong, President of Hanuran Moment, and Ms. Jong and Ms. Lee, who all the time, execute the program and help us to see how better we can make this program and give the best out of the program. And then I would like to thank Mr. Yun, who is the Director General of GKL. As the COVID situation in Korea is now very tense, and I think they are now working from home. They are not in office. So despite being many challenges, under many challenges, they have made time to, come, and they are still watching the program and seeing, how you are doing. They are trying to get familiarized with your face, and hopefully when the COVID gets over next year, they would be in Ladakh. Last year and previous to that, in 2018, they were in Ladakh very frequently. They interacted with the participants on the physical ground, and I think they love to see you all on this platform today. And then I would like to thank guest of honor, Shri Padma Shri Ka Murum Namgyale, who has spared his time not only today during our the inaugural session 16 days back, and Kamurum Namgyal has been very supportive, and he has been literally teaching each and every participants in lay how to dance, how to put the step right, left, and how to move your hands, how to sing, with what kind of tone you should initiate, and all those things. And even in this time of challenges, Kale has given his time to spare his valuable time to you all. And I think you learned a lot from him. And whenever I listen from him, I also learn everything anew from him. So I would like to thank Ngurum Namgyale for being in presence today. And along with Ngurum Namgyal, I think I would also like to thank all the resource persons who are not here, and some of them are here actually. I think though due to constraint of time, I'm not able to call upon their name of each and everyone, but still I would like to thank each and every resource person for sharing their knowledge, imparting their knowledge, wisdom, and whatever they have learned to our young budding generations of Ladakh. And then I would like to thank Mr. Ashraf Ali, president of ACTA, and they were very supportive during our program in Kargil, and also this time they were very supportive. And when we did the first training in Kargil, we were very new and we have very limited resources and experience. But Mr. Ashraf Ali was the first person who came in the front and tried to help us in every field he could. And today also he has pledged his continuous support for our future program. Thank you, Ashraf Ali ji. And along with that, I would like to thank Dr. Tundup Sewang, who is in the virtual meeting today, and Dr. Odzer, who had several interactions with you. And I think it was one of the best, session in our learnings, not only this time, every year, because it's a new topic in Ladakh. Last time, as I told that, like in Korea, in other developed countries, these basics educations are provided in the school curriculum, even in primary classes, I told in Korea, but unfortunately, we don't have such systems. And Dr. Odzer has been very kind to, teach you, enlighten you with the basic things of how to deal with the high altitude to the very complex one, when a person is in danger, and how to rescue that person and take proper care and things like that. And Dr. Padma was there, and Dr. Pawan was there. And I would like to thank all these people, especially Dr. Tundup Sewang, who was very supportive and who has been, the guiding force to implement this program. Thank you, Dr. Leh. And then after the program in Leh, when we went to Kargil, we had many challenges, and Mr. Seringang Chuk, he helped us a lot to implement the program in Kargil. And we also would like to thank him. And we also like to thank Mr. Sewang Rigzin, who has presented today with a very beautiful song, and very peculiar song of Wakam Mulbek. And Dr. Ngurum Namgyal, I shouldn't say this in front of Dr. Ngurum Namgyal, Mr. Ngurum Namgyal, but it is a very peculiar song of Wakam Mulbek with a very special, traditional dress and other things like that. And Sewang Rigzin Sahib has been tirelessly working to support us. And I know that he was running for this program till last midnight, what I have the information is. So I should thank Rigzin, thank you very much, and his team for presenting this beautiful cultural program, not only today, but during the inaugural day also. And I should also thank Mr. Amin, who joined us from Dras. He's actually a resource person, but he said that I would like to join the full course. So he has joined from the day one till now. He is there, and he has also given a good session on winter sport, and he's very active. And Kamin, thank you very much. And yesterday he said that whatever volunteer work in Kargil is needed, he is all the time ready. So thank you very much for extending your support. And then I would also like to thank all the participants you have seen today from the experience sharing of Imtihas, Sonam Yangdol, Urgan Spaldon, Rigzin Yangdol, Nilza, and Bano, and everyone that, they had learned many things from this course. And what I have seen this time is, we had huge participants, not from the two districts of Ladakh, different villages, different sector of Leh and Kargil, but our youths from Ladakh joining from Jammu, Delhi, Chandigarh, Uttarakhand, Karnataka, and from one Mr. Kushal is joining from France. He is very active every day. He is joining this session from France, and we are also joining from South Korea. So it was very interesting and very, very meaningful program this time. And what I saw this time is that every participant had a great quality of unity and collaboration and respect for each other. And you can see that the Arirang song, what they have prepared, they have gone to different beautiful sceneries in Ladakh mountains, the river and the monasteries, and you can see different scenes in the video. They have taken lots of efforts to make this beautiful. And they were very active, and during the intersection Q&A interaction, I could see how serious they were to learn more from the resource person. So I would like to thank all the participants, and I should especially thank our volunteers who are working invisibly, both in Leh and Kargil. Mr. Tashi is there, Mr. Tony is there, Mr. Tani is there, who has done all these video recordings and made it possible to reach Delhi in time. As you have seen that we have the internet connectivity issue in Leh. So it was a great challenges for us, but they run from pillar to post to make that it comes on time, and then it is recorded well. And I heard that they had to go many a times to some of the resources persons because of ill health and COVID-19 restriction. Despite such challenges, they had made this program successful. And Mr. Paldan is there, Mr. Punsok is there, and Angmo, Rigzin, they're all working very hard in Leh, and they're trying to, give their best services to make the program successful. And also I would like to thank Spalze Angmo and Mr. Namgyal in Delhi. Mr. Namgyal in Delhi, he had, always go to the airport to collect the stuff sent from Leh, and then delivered to Mr. Viren. So he has taken a great pen in this, and I should thank Mr. Namgyal also. And then all the media persons who have been collaborating with our program. And then I should also thank Mr. Viren, who has worked tirelessly. And you have seen that, like what I told yesterday, that he is the main person who is sitting in Delhi, connecting between Korea and Ladakh. So he has been doing all these things, and his love for Ladakh cannot be expressed in words. So I should not forget to thank Mr. Viren and the team of volunteers who have made this program successful. And I would also like to thank Ms. Zhong and Ms. Lee and Mr. Cho. Mr. Cho is the manager of GKL. Mr. Lee is the manager of Hanuran Moment, and Ms. Zhong is the Director General of GKL, whom we have just seen. She was translating and interpreting the words of our director. and make it reaches to you. So I would like to thank them all. And I would also like to thank all the stakeholders who made this program successful. And I'm happy that we had a great time, and and the program was very successful. And I should once again thank you, each and every one of you, to make the program successful. And as our president, Ms. Hong, said that the support of Hanuran will continue in Ladakh, and we hope and we pray for that. And one Buddhism is always there to, strengthen the ties between Korea and Ladakh and Korea and India. And we will be there. And I hope you also have a chance someday to visit Korea, or if not, then at least you get a chance to interact with our President Hong, Ms. Jong, Ms. Lee, Ms. Choi, and our representatives from GKL. So I would like to thank you all again, and thank you very much. Thank you, Lee.
Thank you, Ajitaji, for presenting a vote of thanks. And uh, actually, I don't want to leave from this meeting, because everyone is so close to each other. And last 16 days were like a family. We were like a family. And I never feel like that we are doing this program online. Whenever we log on to our Zoom at 5:45, so I feel like I am in our training center. And it was like where it was like not like a virtual, it was like a real. Everyone is interacting, giving their introduction, singing music, a lot of things. They some of them shared their experience about the guiding, some CPR, and many things, not only one. So actually, I don't want to go, but time has to go on. And we have to follow the system of the society. One has come, so he has to go, or she has to go. So the program we started, so it has to end up for the 2020. And we are hoping to see everyone in 2021, because 2020 is a balanced one, but now 2021 is, we are looking forward to see each and every one. And before leaving, I just want to share once again that this is our medical kit. Uh, there are medicines inside. So all our kits are prepared and in Leh. And another thing, we have this jacket with the logos of supporters. This you can see Eco Guide training program. So this and all the participation certificate, award certificates, all are in Leh. But due to the limitation of movement and fear of pandemic, we have to wait for some time. And as soon the movement of public will get released and the threat of pandemic will go down, we'll contact everyone on our WhatsApp group, and we'll tell you from where and how we can connect. And you can collect your jacket, certificate, and medical bag. And the last announcement is about the essay writing competition. So we are evaluating your submissions, and very soon we'll declare the awards: first prize, second prize, third prize, and 10 consolation prizes. So please wait for some time. We are not going anywhere. We are just a message away from you. Even though Ajita ji and the Hanuran movement supporter, they are sitting in Korea, but they are just a click away. So thank you very much, everyone. And before leaving, let's take a group photograph. This is our tradition and ritual. So I request everyone to please switch on your camera, and I will take a screenshot from here. So I request everyone, please switch on your camera and wave, because this is only our memory. Please wave. Yes, thank you very much. Once again, I request everyone to please switch on their camera. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much, everyone. Please wait. I'm going to the another pages. There are many participants and guests today. So please give me few seconds so I can take screenshots. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And another 10 seconds more. Thank you. Thank you very much. And today's session will upload on YouTube, and the Ariram song you can see on YouTube very soon. Thank you very much. Jule, salam alaikum, Khamsa Hamida.
감사합니다.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
감사합니다. Thank you.
안녕하세요. 감사합니다.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.